Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I want to cover your blog setup. So WordPress is known for its blogging and it's really good in terms of SEO optimization and the flexibility that you have in your blog setup. But by default, your plain old WordPress setup is not going to do it. You have to know some of the SEO concepts and also know which plugins to apply. So in this video, we're going to look at how we would set up our blog pages and the author pages that go along with that, which is where the authority for your blog comes. Let me go to the blog section on this website here, and you'll see that I have these blog articles, and then the author information is here. I'm going to click on the single page. Here it says written by, and then you have the content below. What I want to do is click on the username here, and that takes me to the author details page. So within this page, I have links to my LinkedIn and to my Twitter account. So what this does from an SEO perspective is tell the search engines that the author of the content is a real person. So it just gives it a little bit more authority. So now this is the ideal setup, right? So you have the article page, and then article page linking to your author page. And then here I've customized it where it says author bio. Now let's go into our default WordPress and see what that looks like. So here's our default setup. I'm going to go to the blog page. This is the page that we configured last time really quickly. And I had selected a theme layout where the blog author is not displayed here. So that's something we would probably want to update. And even with that, this page right here, the actual single page for your blog was not designed. So here we need to actually configure that. Let me go to the dashboard. Going to go under Elementor and Theme Builder. So we have the pro version of Elementor, which makes it so much easier to design the custom pages. What we want to do is go into the single post. As you can see, there is no template designed. So let me just click on new. Since we clicked on the single post, the template builder will give us templates that are related to the single post. Here is a single post layout. Let's go with the simple one right here. I'll click on this. And that's the preview. Let's insert that into our template. And let me just publish it. So what we need to do is select the conditions. Okay, display condition, add condition, and this is for the single post. Save. And let's view on the live site. So let me scroll, let me actually click on blog. So what you will see now is for every single blog post, that template is going to be applied. So you would have the image up on top and then the content below. So here we're still missing the author box. And one of the things that we can do within the template is to add the author box that comes as a widget within Elementor. So let's look at that. So in my one of my previous videos, I explained to you that when you're looking at any page and if a template is in use, you will see this where it says Elementor single page. So this template is being used on this page. If I were to go on the home page, you will not see that. That's one of the functionalities that you need to be aware of when using Elementor. And let's go to the single page first again. And I'm going to click on, right click and open that. We'll just make it a little bit faster. So now the page is loaded, and what we can do here is search for author box, and I can just say posted right below the content here. I'll just make it a little bit easier. So we can have the author box down there, and this already has the bio info. I'm gonna update that. We'll come back to this page, and here we should see the author information once I reload. So let me just click over there. Here's the author information. There is no bio. So let's go to the dashboard and users. User here. Edit the user. And here's the bio info. What I could do is just go to my current page and just copy this right here. Come back to the profile, the user profile page. I'm going to paste that in and update. And if I come back here and refresh, here's my bio. But you can see that I wasn't able to format it. And that's because this bio info box is just a plain text editor. It doesn't have any HTML functionality in there. We cannot put line breaks or make links. So what we need is a way to enhance this. And another piece that is missing is, let's say you wanted to have, instead of adding these links, you wanted to have separate links as their social profile links, and you want users to be able to update it. With the default setup, that is not possible. So as you've already probably guessed, in order to get these additional functionalities, we want to use a couple of additional plugins. There's a way to do it with the Elementor Pro version itself, but that requires a little bit more effort. So what we'll do is we'll just use a plugin in this case. So right now, our goal is to try to get an editor available to the end user. We can't expect the end user put links or page breaks and whatnot in there. So let's go over to the plugin section. I already have two plugins added to the website already. One is Edit Author Slug, and the other one is, let me go here. That's the Edit Author Slug, and the other one is called Simple Author Box. And we can click on View Details to show you the information there. So that's your Simple Author Box. What this plugin does is give you a ready-made design for your author box that gets displayed below your content for your blog posts. So I'm going to enable this. Let's activate that. I'm going to refresh. All I did was enable that plugin. And you can see it added a box right here. The design doesn't look that pretty right now, but here's our original from the Elementor template. And here is something that is coming from the new plugin that we just added. So let me go to the template here. I'm going to remove this, which we don't need anymore because the plugin is adding the author box. So the reason this text is looking dull is because in our template that we used, this text is not as dark as it should be. So let's just go and change that. All right. And we'll change the font. So this is extra light. We'll just make it normal. We'll update that. And that should fix the design or the fonts. And let's refresh this page now. And all this text should start looking much more readable. So now we have the author box. But if I were to click on the username, it says WP author and then the username here. So that is the default. And sometimes you might want to keep it, or you might want to update it. So right now, as you can see, if I go to the author page, here's my author page with a really bad layout. Again, because we have Elementor theme builder, or the pro version of Elementor, I can go to the theme builder and select a unique design just for the author archive. So I go here, click on new. Let's say we want to use the 2-column layout for the author archive. Let's insert that. Under conditions, display condition, add condition, and we want to make this only for authors. Now that that template is saved, I can go back to this page. Now I'll refresh, and I should have a 2-column layout, much more cleaner, and obviously you can customize more as you need it. Now let's go back to the dashboard. We'll address the one last item I want to show you, which is the author URL. Edit author slug. So let's activate that plugin. And let's go under settings. So here, what we're looking at is the default setup of WordPress. WordPress uses author / and then the name. So if I wanted to say author / bio, now you would have author / bio / and then the author name. And we want to update this for all the users. Username is not a good idea. We want the first name and last name. And we also want to do the same thing for bulk update. Let's save that. Now let's go back to our users. Let's edit this user. I will say, put that there, display full name. And you'll notice how I have the bio info, and now I have a nice clean WYSIWYG editor with fewer options than your main editor, but that's coming from the author info box plugin that we installed earlier. Now let me go, and this is also coming from the author info box. So if I were to say Facebook, update all users, view, you'll notice that up here it says author, bio, and then the name. This should have actually updated. But let me go to the blog page. And let's go back to this page here. Are added here as well now. So I can remove this from the text area, and I'll have the social links here. So I want to go back to my user. Let me refresh this. And since I'm the administrator, I have to select this manually. This is going to be my author slug. Update that. Now when I go back to all users and view this profile, the user URL, the author URL is updated properly. So there you have it. Very simple SEO updates that you need to do in order for your blog to get the authority and the articles to gain the traffic and SEO ranking that you want, but you have to configure it. Again, we installed the author info box plugin, and we installed a plugin to edit the slug. Instead of just having author, you can have whatever you want, like user/bio or author/bio. It's up to you, however you want to configure your setup. There's still one piece missing from our discussion that's regarding the SEO of the author information itself, putting it in a schema format, but that's something that we can review in another plugin, the SEO plugin. But just want you to be aware that there is additional steps that can be taken to enhance your SEO. We've done a few tasks, but there is another task in regards to the schema that should be looked at in order to improve your overall SEO. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.